Hello, welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend. It's January, the weather is supposed to be cold and grey, but for some, over the next few days, it will feel particularly cold and particularly grey. A big change then as we go through the next 10 days. By next week, well, it stays cold, but the weather will become increasingly unsettled. Bouts of wind and rain moving in from the west. At the moment, the usual bouts of wind and rain from the west are being blocked. In last week's 10-day trend, I talked about a blocking high pressure to the east, and that's what's dominating our weather at the moment. It's preventing weather systems from moving through, at least particularly quickly. And at the moment, we've got a weather front just across eastern parts of Britain that's more or less staying in the same position. And by the start of Thursday, it will bring some cloud and some drizzle to eastern parts of Britain. Elsewhere, clear skies and light winds overnight will lead to some dense fog patches by Thursday morning, particularly for central and southern parts of Britain. Here, there could be some disruption to travel because of that fog, yellow warning in force. It won't be grey and misty everywhere. There'll be some sunshine, northern and western parts of Britain in particular. And after a frosty start, many of us will see a dry day, although in some areas that fog will continue into the afternoon, and where that happens, temperatures will be suppressed. Only 5 degrees, mind you, where it is sunny. Now, high pressure to the east will link up to high pressure to the south on Thursday night, and that means that light winds across the country will lead to more low cloud, mist and fog as we begin the day. So again, could be some issues with visibility first thing, and it will be a grey picture for many. But once more, there'll be some sunshine, again, particularly northern and western areas. Now, the breeze will pick up in the far west through Friday, and it will turn fairly windy in the northwest in particular ahead of this weather front. Now, this is another weather front that's trying to move in from the west, but it's coming against the block to the east. And because of that, the rain associated with the front will tend to stall. And for western areas, it's a wet Saturday. Outbreaks of heavy rain, persistent wet weather for western hills in particular. Further east, it's drier, and with a bit more of a breeze, it perhaps won't be quite as misty. But we need a powerful jet stream to break through this block, and we've just not got that at the moment, not at least at the start of the weekend. The jet stream's taking a long way around that high pressure. But out to the west, the jet stream is strengthening, and to find the origins of that, we need to rewind the clock back to Wednesday, where a powerful jet stream is taking some unsettled weather across North America. Now, California in particular has seen severe weather over the last few days, and the powerful jet stream responsible is moving its way eastwards through Wednesday, Thursday and into Friday. And by Friday, the kink in the southern part of the jet stream here will tend to pick up areas of rain and push them northwards. And this is another winter storm that's going to affect North America. But this time, rather than snowfall for eastern states, it looks like it will be heavy rain and snow melt that could cause problems by Friday and Saturday. There will be snowfall further west, though, for the likes of Chicago and Detroit. That could also cause issues, and the big temperature contrast with cold air coming in here, warm air coming up here, is going to power a very active jet stream. And by Sunday, as that powerful jet makes its way across the Atlantic, we've finally got enough force to push weather systems through. So this weather front later in the weekend will bring a bout of wet weather, but it will also bring a significant change in our weather as we begin next week. A powerful jet stream shifted to the south of the UK will dominate our weather between Monday and the next 10 days. Now, what does that mean? Well, you can see quite clearly here the change in weather for somewhere like Leeds. This is the chance of precipitation, rainfall or snowfall, and this is the outcome from various computer forecast models, and you can see very little rainfall over the next few days. But by Monday, these spikes as we go through next week indicate spells of heavy rainfall, some unsettled weather on the way. Too early to give specifics on when and where and how much rainfall, but it just gives an idea that next week will be very different. It's going to be often windy with low pressure systems crossing the country. There'll be spells of rain as well, but it won't always be rain because it's also going to stay cold. With the jet stream diving to the south of the UK, we'll be at risk of seeing cold air affecting northern Britain in particular. Add the rain, and there's the risk for some areas of snow. Of course, we'll keep you updated if and when there's the risk of snow through next week or strong winds. There's a lot going on over the next few days, and you can, of course, stay up to date with all the weather forecasts via the Met Office website, via our social media channels, and via our app. Bye-bye.